Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Thank you very much. I'm muted. Thank you. How many times am I going to start a show muted? I mean, I think this is at least third. What it does, and I don't pay attention, is when I start it, it automatically mutes me when I'm running through that video and everything, and then I forget to unmute. So anyway, I just said earlier, welcome everybody. Oh man, this is American Hillbilly, and we got a great show for y'all. Glad to see y'all out there on the side chat. We got an awesome panel back there in the green room. Jamie had smoked some meat and stuff, so everybody's back there. They got their bellies full and just, I mean, feeling pretty good. But we got a great show for y'all tonight. I hope you guys are ready for this. The side chat is out there rocking and rolling, man. So first up, I want to bring out Bubba Triclops Ballistic. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm sorry. I still have to do it. Like, it's almost a necessary thing at this point to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to hold a record for the most muted lives and podcasts starting off. You know, I mean, no doubt about that.
Yeah. It's a world record. Hillbilly owns it. Nobody can beat it now.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Been loading some 40 Smith & Wesson and trying to get used to the new die sets I got. And I've never used a RCBS die set before, so this is a whole new experience for me. I've also never used a bullet seeder and crimper at the same time die. So, yeah, that's been new. A lot of trial and error. But
awesome. Well, you're getting it figured out, though, huh?
I've just about got it figured all the way
out. Well, thanks for being here tonight, buddy. As always appreciate you. And up next, we got JH586. Jamie, how you doing this evening?
If I was any better, it'd be twins. How y'all doing, man?
Doing great.
Enjoying the victory for my dogs this afternoon. It's Florida Hate Week, and you know, you get to a point where your two favorite teams are the Georgia Bulldogs and whoever's playing Florida. We still despise Steve Spurrier around this part of the country. So there's that. So glad y'all enjoyed the food this evening, and can't wait for deer season to get rolling good here. I mean, this is the second full week of deer season, but it's also 82 degrees in the afternoon. So, yeah, we're kind of waiting for it to cool off a little bit. So thanks for having me, guys. This is going to be fun.
You betcha. Thanks for bringing that food, man. That is awesome. Appreciate you. Anyway, up next we have P.O. Walter. How you doing this evening, buddy?
Hey, I'm just a thrill a minute over here at the left side of the country. Weather's been reasonable and had a good day today out at the reloading bench and the casting bench, and got a couple new molds and got some video work done, all rocking and rolling over here. So it's good. I'm glad to be here. It's good to see everybody over in that side chat already. It's filling up fast, and it looks like it's going to be a fun night. We got a good show on tap here for you guys. I think you're going to have fun. I know I am. Jamie might not, but he's still overloaded from that football game.
Oh, man. Well, thank you very much for being here, buddy. Always appreciate you. So up next, we have Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me, man.
You bet. Glad you could be here, buddy.
You bet. I'm glad to be
What you
here.
up to today?
What have I been up
exciting?
to? Let's see. I was out driving in the rain to visit my daughter, and we went out and eat and come back and picked up a pizza. That's about all the excitement for the day.
All righty. Well, sounds like a good day to me.
It's
I mean,
all right.
other than having to drive in the rain, I guess, but
It rained all day here. Oh, well, we needed the rain, so.
oh, yeah. Well, appreciate you being on tonight. And up next, we have Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing better than Jamie deserves to be, and I'm feeling kind of like his twin.
Oh,
We've had a wonderful day here. It's been a little warm. Pennsylvania in the end of October should be a lot cooler than we are. We were near 80 degrees today, so it's been a warm one. At a Halloween, yeah, we had a Halloween parade this evening. I got the doors and windows open, the ceiling fans going, so it's not feeling quite like hunting season here yet, but I'm hoping tomorrow is going to cool off. We're going to get some rain, so hoping to have a real good evening this evening. Side chat is just crazy, having a good time. Let's get this thing started.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here tonight, Mark. I sure appreciate you, buddy.
Love being here.
And up next, we have, Pat in the bunker. There he is. How you doing tonight, Pat?
Man, if I had a feather, me, Mark, and Jamie would all three of us would be tickled pink. So I'm happy because I'm 40 acres away from being done with harvest. So I've got something to celebrate tonight, and I'm glad I could be on tonight and not have to do a long night. So I'm just happy to be here. So thanks for having me on.
Well, I know that me and Gary's welcomes that fire, but Walter and Mark says turn that fire down just a little bit.
Well, it's about 28 degrees here in Nebraska, and woof. Yeah, it's the fire is definitely warranted where I'm at right now. I'll put it that way.
Right. Well, thanks for being here tonight, buddy. We sure appreciate you. And up next, we have Brooke from Great Start.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Great Start Shooting School. It's all good.
Great. Yeah, I got tongue twisted there for a second. I was like, I better stop before I just say something I shouldn't.
I am great, so we'll just stop with that. We can just start there.
There you go.
So let's see. Y'all get to see this beautiful picture from the drive up here to New York tonight. You won't see my face, but you get to see one of the pretty pictures we got to take while driving through the countryside today. So I'm spending time with my daughter this weekend, and so it's kind of fun to have girls' night. So amongst all you gentlemen, I appreciate being here, and hope y'all have we're going to have an awesome, amazing show because Hillbilly's going to work on not muting himself again. But we pretty much know what he says at the beginning of every show anyway.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just common knowledge now. I mean.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're going to win for being the most muted. I'm going to be the one who drops the most if I'm using StreamYard on my phone. So if I just drop off randomly, it's because I touched something on my phone, and that's why I disappeared.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here tonight, Rick. We appreciate you. And up next, I mean, last person to enter, but you got to have one of those awesome cleanup people, right? I mean, you got to have something for the best. And so we have the best voice on YouTube. We got DJ Play Nice. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for that introduction. Not sure I resemble that remark, but I'll take it. And by the way, I don't mind coming in last as long as the chicks are in front of me. So thanks for that.
Oh man. Well, glad for you to be here tonight, buddy. Anything exciting happen this week for you or anything or today?
Oh, try to take the whole week into account. I'd be here for another half an hour, and y'all don't need to hear about that. Today, I can echo Pat's experience, not in the field, but when it comes to the atmosphere. It's been a really cold Nebraska day, but that's shocking the leaves off the trees. And what that means is my favorite season has really arrived. I dig it when fall arrives, and all the harvesting is about near complete. So everybody gets to take a little bit of a break in before November gets started up. So we're right there at the edge of it. I'm glad to be here tonight, man. Thanks.
Oh, man, glad to have you here, buddy. Well, as always, man, such a treat to have all you guys on there. And, man, the side chat, man, they're just awesome. I mean, look at all them out there. Great people, great conversations going on already. Oh, man. So we're going to run through the side chat here in just a few minutes. We're going to give a little bit more time for everybody to get on here. But, also, I haven't brought the banner yet, but you can put in your hashtag HBN45, and that will get you in the giveaway tonight. So, anyway, I'll throw that banner up there in just a few minutes. Before we start saying hey to all the side chat out there, I thought this would be a good way to start off right here. So this banner right here, should pumpkin spice flavor in everything be limited to only a few months? As anybody, I mean, I'm sure people might have good stuff, bad stuff to say about this, but we'll just jump right back on up to you, Bubba. What do you think about pumpkin spice, buddy? How about pumpkin spice on your Glock? Then you'd have a lot to say then.
Oh, yeah, that's thanks to Glockzione. Yeah, it'd be Glocktober then. That can't be Glocktober without having a bunch of pumpkin spice on the Glock. It might make them better for some reason. I don't know. Pumpkin spice. So, I think pumpkin spice, the way it's limited, is the reason why a lot of people like it, is because it's limited. Most people like stuff that are limited. So, I think it should stay only a few months. I really don't think it should branch out any further because, by God, if I start walking around and it's around my birthday time and I see somebody sitting there talking about, hey, I got a pumpkin spice latte today, I'm going to punch him in the mouth. I'm just saying, man.
We do not condone violence on this channel. Things said by Bubba are not necessarily comments and
the views expressed by Hillbilly's panel is not condoned by this.
I'm going to have Walter cast some bullets, and in the middle of it's going to have this little bitty vial, right? And it's going to have
pumpkin spice in it.
See somebody with pumpkins like, oh, hit me up with some pumpkin spice. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Hold on.
I think I could actually do that,
man.
Well, I want to interrupt you for just a second here and say, welcome to Ozzy. He just become a member. Man, appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Welcome, Ozzy.
Like a horn or something to go off every time.
Hey, there's Gizzard. Yep. Got Gizzard.
With the pumpkin spice. I know it's nutmeg. I can't remember the other two.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, and also want to say, tell the side chat right now, everybody out on YouTube, everything watching. We can't always shout you guys out, or if you have a question, we try to get to it. But let's highlighting your guys' comments and all that stuff. That's our way of saying, hey, we see you and we appreciate you and we love you. So anyway, Bub, anything else on the pumpkin spice, buddy?
No, I'll get us in trouble.
Okay. Well, Yeah, we'd like to keep this channel. So, how about you, Jamie? You put any pumpkin spice on that smoked meat?
Absolutely not. I've never been one to go in for that. I think the only thing that I would use pumpkin spice is if it worked real well, I might use a pumpkin spice powder coat for my cast bullets.
There you go.
That's about it. The coffee thing, I've never tried it. I'm a black coffee guy. I like it strong and black, and that's don't need sugar, don't need cream. I heard before we started, somebody was talking about a pumpkin spice beer that gags a maggot to think about it to me. And I don't get the attraction. I don't even like pumpkin pie. So,
oh man,
there you
Oh,
go. I'm a sweet
now
potato
that one's gonna
guy.
start World War III with me.
What? I'm a sweet potato guy. What can I say?
well, there ain't
That's the
nothing
only
wrong
way
with
you
sweet
could have
potato
come back to
pie
that
either.
statement was with sweet potatoes.
Michael Dunn's got a good idea. Says it might work for a shot shell loading bumper.
Yeah, but you had to clean that barrel immediately right after that. Like immediately.
And,
it smelled good for a little bit.
When we get to Brooke, maybe she can tell us exactly what pumpkin spice is. I thought I heard her.
Yeah.
say.
Well, we're not hating on pumpkin spice. It's just everybody's opinion. I know a few people in my family, a couple of my daughters, they look forward to the pumpkin spice, lattes or whatever. But I mean, we're just like, we need to limit it, and that way it'd make it even special. Just kind of like the McRib. If McRib was all year round, then it wouldn't be special. So, all right, Mark Thomas, what do you got to say about this, buddy?
The only thing pumpkin spice should be on is in pumpkin pie. That's it.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanksgiving Day, pumpkin pie, that's fine. The rest of the other 364, just leave it the hell alone.
Oh my gosh, Mark even cussed on that one. Hold on.
Yep. Put a quarter in the swear jar.
Yeah, Bubba, he's been saving up a lot. I think he bought him some ammo with the last swear jar it got full. So
I did.
Pumpkin ravioli. Oh man.
Oh,
I think I pass on that info, bros.
That's not even fun to say. That's terrible.
That hurt my soul.
And that's all I have to say about
ready to put her
that.
Christmas tree up.
Mark.
Walter evidently don't like the McRib. So
pumpkin spice ravioli is God calls us like, so you're going to hell.
All right, so Mr. Pat in the bunker, what do you got to say about pumpkin spice? You got some in the can of water up there above your stove so it make everything smell better?
Well, this is about the best voice I can do it in. I reckon I hate me pumpkin spice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing it belongs in is that there pumpkin pie, and that's about it. And those candy boys, now they can take their pumpkin spice latte and they can drink it, but I won't. Mm-hmm. I reckon that's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice reference to Swing Blade. Oh man. Well, thanks a lot, Pat. Appreciate that. How about you, Brooke? What's your thoughts on pumpkin spice, buddy?
Well, I saw a thing that said that the stuff that pumpkin spice was made of, allspice and nutmeg and cinnamon, and back in the day, those were the spices that were used to ward off evil spirits. So anyone who doesn't like pumpkin spice must be an evil spirit.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why we have it around like Halloween and all that. Is
I have no
help
idea.
protect.
But no, yeah, I think Bubba's right. I think that stuff that is seasonal is what makes it fun and enjoyable if you actually happen to like it. So yeah, I like seasonal stuff because it comes and goes and it makes that season a little bit more special. Gotta say, I've never had a McRib sandwich, so I don't know about that. But
You're probably
pumpkin.
healthier because of that.
Oh no, I got enough of my Oreos and everything else that not so much. So,
Yeah,
but
Brooke brought dessert. She brought Oreos to the green room, so appreciate that.
well, it's a tradition. It seems like whenever we travel, we get Oreos and Trix for breakfast because we don't usually do sugar cereal in our house. Yeah, so there's no pumpkin spice Trix, that's for sure. But I'm thinking the
Right.
pumpkin spice bullets though might work for evil spirits is what I was trying to get to. So you got silver bullets for werewolves, you got wood spikes for vampires. So if we're gonna go with pumpkin spice, maybe that's what you kill zombies with. I don't know.
They should have done that on Supernatural.
Yeah,
They should have
dang
done that on
right.
Supernatural. Just load up a bunch of pumpkin spice and shoot at ghosts.
There you go.
Alrighty. Well, DJ, do you like pumpkin spice? What's your thoughts on this, buddy? Just
I'm
every
shaking
now
my
and
head.
then?
No, not even now and again kind of thing. It's like this. Wasn't pumpkin spice outlawed by the Geneva Convention? I don't think I should be subjected to this. I don't even want to be nearby this stuff. As a matter of fact, isn't there aren't we the only country left in NATO that hasn't signed the pumpkin spice non-proliferation treaty? I mean, we got to stop this stuff. If you don't grab it down by the root and yank it out, we're going to be looking at this forever and ever. And it's how many things they try to put it into. At first, when it first comes on the scene, a couple of places, they're doing their lattes, whatever. People know about that. But now, from cupcakes to communion wafers, they're putting pumpkin spice in it. To me, that just ain't my thing. But if anybody else digs it, more power to you.
Yeah, here's the body of Christ with pumpkin spice. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like Travis T says out there. It's like the Christmas tree little Debbie's. People lose their mind when those come around.
Okay, first of all, I'll eat
Don't be putting down little Debbie.
I'll eat the crap out of them. I mean, how the hell do you think I got this fat? Come on, man.
Yeah, Defense Dad, I think he used to rock out the pumpkin spice band. Oh man. Well, that's awesome. So we got that out of the way.
We forgot Gary and Walter.
MS says.
I forgot Gary and Walter. They didn't get to say anything.
Yeah. Oh, we did jump. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
What?
I just all lost.
Walter and Gary were just like, oh.
Gary's in the middle, man. He's the middle child right now. He's not being paid attention to.
He's out.
I got pumpkin spice on the brain there, just kind of messed everything up. And
see what happens?
Sorry about that. So
that's why we don't
Gary,
need to extend it.
What do you think about pumpkin spice?
Oh, let's see. I saw in the coffee aisle at Walmart in the K cups when I was looking to buy myself some coffee that they have pumpkin spice coffee in a K cup that you can buy now.
Oh, really?
I like pumpkin pie as much as the next person, especially come Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And occasionally some pumpkin bread isn't too bad. I don't want to eat it all year, but hey, if other people want to eat it, I guess, more power to them. I don't care. I'm not going to eat it. That's just kind of my thing. If that's what people like, let them have it. Don't bother me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not against it. I don't want it. I think you don't want no seltzer.
Oh, Michael Dunn's going down the dirty road. Pumpkin spice seltzers for Hillbilly. That's just wrong. That's just mean right there.
Okay, if they ever make those, I'm grabbing them. I'm grabbing them in a heartbeat. I'm blowing them up.
I'll buy it if he drinks it
right now. If they make pumpkin spice hard seltzers or White Claws, they're getting shot. Like I'll buy everything in the store and bring it out and blow it
Oh
up.
no,
Tannerite
no, 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 no. That'd knock a buzzard off a gut wagon right there. I'm just about guessing.
So Walter, what do you think, buddy? What's your thoughts on pumpkin spice?
I'll tell you what I think about pumpkin spice. I'll eat pumpkin pie. I'll eat a piece of pumpkin bread once in a while. I'll eat roasted pumpkin seeds, but I don't want it in my coffee, and I sure as heck don't want it in my beer. Keep it out of there. Then that's just me. If anybody else wants to eat that stuff, whatever time of the year, let them do it. I don't think we need any kind of a 2A California ban on pumpkin spice. You can let them keep it on the shelf if they want to. You don't got to buy it. It's like watching, cartoons on TV. You don't have to watch them, but they're there anyway. So I don't care if they can have it on the shelf all the time, but I ain't buying it.
California Proposition 65 says that pumpkin spice may cause cancer in pregnant women, elderly men, and
yeah, I've noticed signs on every establishment that I walk into. There's one of them signs out there. So, yeah, it's a California thing. I'm telling you.
California.
Let the hippies have it. They're animals anyway.
California, walk into a store to get a burger. A burger may contain cancer.
Like, yeah. It may well have.
All righty.
State of California to cause known to the state of cancer to cause California.
Yeah.
Good one, Mark. Good one.
Yeah, flip that script real quick.
All righty. So, Jamie, would you like to call out the side chat? And see, Walter, you're pretty good at this. What should everybody type in?
Oh, just let's put spice.
Spice is the word.
All right.
The spice of life. And it ain't pumpkins.
So Walter says
Pumpkins
type
are
in
chunkin'.
spice. And Jamie will call out your name.
Tim S says ban the spice. The defense dad says the spice is not nice. So there's that. Then we got Walter and Gizzard Gary, Tactical Fudd, Rick Harris, Travis T, Duffer 426, Garage Guy 879, Info Bros, Defense Dad, Michael Dunn, Ozzy Osbourne, Mark Thomas, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy, Lakeview Outdoors, DJ Play Nice, Guns and Barbecue, Tactical Rabbit 308, Tim S, and Boomstick's Revenge, Barnaby Sanchez, and I think that's all.
All righty.
Mr. Bobolina.
Yeah, Mr. Bob. You betcha.
Yeah, I can't type out there in the side chat. I will hang up on you guys if I try any of that. So, you all play out there without me. If barbecue wins anything tonight, though, he's putting in his name for me. So anything barbecue wins, I get.
Okay.
I just want to throw this out there. Anybody with the name Bob, I immediately like you. I don't know why. It's the name Bob. It's something that's like it could be Bobby. It doesn't matter. It's going to Bobo, Bobberoon, Bobby, Bob. I love it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Good with the name Jeffrey.
No doubt about that.
Jeffrey's the other name I like.
Bobo.
Jeffrey and Daryl.
Daryl.
My brother Daryl. My other brother Daryl.
My other brother Daryl. Dang it, you beat me to it.
Alrighty. So we got a couple gun topics here. And also, guys, getting your hashtag HBN45. And we'll be giving out a prize tonight to whoever wins that. And so I think this will be I think, a pretty good topic since there's more and more of these going around, like coming out, make it more actually enticing. Like it seems like every few weeks or months or whatever, we have a new Glock clone. And so, anyway, I thought, let's talk about a little bit about Glock clones tonight. Do you have any? What ones would you like to have? Would you prefer the ones with Glock mags or not? And then what caliber, would you be looking at? And so, DJ, we'll just start back down with you, buddy, and we'll work our way around the room there, if you don't mind.
I do not have a Glock. I do not have a Glock clone, but at Thunder on the Prairie, I did have the opportunity to put my hands on and send some rounds downrange with one of the PSA daggers, if that counts. Otherwise, kind of like Pumpkin Spice, the G-Lock just isn't my jam.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes this world go around. Different strokes for different folks, and that's why, I thought we'd go through this question tonight, because some people's gonna really like them and some people's not. But we'll just try to get through this and see if what people's opinions are on it. So Brooke, let's go to you next.
So I'm lucky if I know what gun I'm shooting, if I'm not reading what kind of gun it is. So I didn't even know there were Glock clones out there.
So pretty much help me out, guys. Your daggers, the Kigers, the new Kiger come out. There's several of them that basically use the Glock platform. And
gotcha. Well, so I do have 2 Glocks, because like one of the things I teach is find your perfect gun. And I make sure that my students have a relative wide variety of stuff to choose from. So I've got Glock 44, Glock 19. But the things I like, it doesn't matter to me if it's a Glock or a Smith & Wesson or a Walther. I'm just always looking for like ambidextrous ambidextrous slide locks and the ability to move my magazine release from one side to another. So those are the guns I like, regardless of who makes them. So that's the best I can do to answer your question, because I'm like, I don't know what the other ones are that you're talking about, because I'm just not a tech girl.
That's okay, no problem with that. As we go on through the room, you probably hear some. You might think, or in the side chat, oh, I didn't realize that was a Glock clone or whatever.
Exactly. And I'm always looking to buy more guns. It's always a great excuse to be like, oh, my students need to try that. And that's why I get another gun.
Yeah, you betcha. I seen the dagger pop out a bunch in the side chat out there. So, Pat.
Oh, and 9mm. Sorry, 9mm. You asked what kind of, that'd be the other part. Yeah.
Yeah, the caliber. You bet. So how about you, Pat?
Well, actually finally got to fire 2 Glocks at Thunder on the Prairie this year. I don't know, they ran good. I didn't have any problem with them, but as far as just feeling the hand and everything, I don't know, I'm just kind of indifferent. I don't know, I haven't shot one enough to know if I really like it or not. I really don't know. I mean, I've heard horror stories and I've heard good stories, so I don't know. I'm just kind of indifferent on it. I just haven't shot one enough to formulate an opinion on it. So that's where I stand.
You shot any Tauruses? If you have, you probably shot a Glock clone. I mean, there's like a lot of guns that we don't realize that are cloned, basically cloned off of the Glock. So anyway, Walter, we'll jump on up to you, buddy.
All right. Well, I own 4 Glocks. 2 of them I really like, and the other 2 I throw rocks at them. I hate them. I have a Glock 34 and Glock 35 are good shooters. I mean, good shooters. They shoot way better than I do. But I also have a 21 and a 23, and both of those just plain suck. I don't like them. I can't even sell them. But as far as having a clone, I mean, it's like asking somebody, I heard you was thinking about getting a dog. What are you going to get? I'm going to get a Chihuahua clone. No, there's 1,000,001 Chihuahuas already out there. Why would you want a cloned Chihuahua? Same thing with Glocks. Why you can go buy a Glock if you want a Glock, buy a Glock. Why buy a clone unless I mean, I get it that they're less expensive, but Glock's already a cheap gun in the first place. So I would have no reason to have one. I've shot most of the Glocks that are out there, at least those that are available out here in California. And the only two that I like are that 34 and 35. The rest of them, I don't like them. So I would not be interested in any other clone of a Glock either, including the 17 and the 19s, which are probably the most popular. I've shot those, and they don't shoot anywhere near as well as my 34 does. So that's my feeling on it. Glock's bad enough. Why would you want a clone Glock?
Yeah. Well, all right. So Gary, what do you think about this? And I mean, any thoughts on this or anything, buddy?
On clones or Glocks in general? I got thoughts on both.
Mainly was kind of talking about the clones or Glocks, but there's a lot of clones.
I own
coming out
one Glock
years.
clone right now, one true what you'd call Glock clone, and that is my Live Free Armory amp.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it really well, to tell you the truth. Now I have Glock mags I can use in it, but I don't currently run them in there because I've got plenty of P mags. It came with P mags, and that's what I use in it.
Yeah,
P mags run real well for me. So Glocks in general, I own 3 of them. I own plenty of other pistols too. I shoot them all. There isn't anything I wouldn't shoot if you put it in front of me. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Yeah, it's yucky," but to each his own.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, buddy. Yeah, I'll shoot it. It don't matter to me. Now, if I'm going to spend a bunch of money on something, then it might be a different story. But okay, Mark, how about you, buddy? What do you think?
Well, I don't have anything against Glock. I've never owned one. We do have a clone. We built a PSA dagger at the beginning of the summer just because we want to have something to put a red dot on because we want to try to get familiar with that kind of sight platform. I grew up, I've been shooting nothing but iron sights all my life and had to get something that I could put a red dot on. So we bought the dagger and I bought a Taurus Toro 357. So we've been trying to just get the feel of that all summer to be able to use a red dot. And I don't dislike it, but I still don't like it. So it's trying to grow on me. Say that.
All right, buddy. Well, appreciate all that. So, Jamie, I know it's not a revolver, but what do you think about
it? I guess I need to start by saying my views on particular firearms are mine and mine alone, not necessarily Hillbillies or any of our sponsors. I don't own a Glock. I'll probably never own a Glock. I had a bad experience with one the first time I ever shot one. Kyle brought one to a range day we were going, and I couldn't get through a magazine without it jamming. And it turned out that the reason why it was a police trade-in Glock and not a new one. So, all he's got to do. And what's really weird for me is I live in Georgia, and they have a factory right down close to Atlanta, and I can be at their factory in an hour. Anything that ever goes wrong with it, I could take it down there and have them totally rebuild the thing. But I'm I'm a steel kind of guy. I like hammer fired, steel framed weapons. Uh, my favorite semi-automatics are the 75 CZ 75 and 1911s. But what we got to come to grips with is if you own a gun that is not a steel frame hammer fired gun, it is, whether you want to admit it or not, a Glock clone. Now I have a Springfield XD. I have a Beretta APX. I've got a couple of more things around here that fit that. And yeah, maybe they're redesigned, but I also think I want to remind y'all of the Smith and Wesson Sigma, which to me was, yeah, it was a piece of crap, but it was Smith and Wesson's response to Glock as well. It was them saying that Glock is overcharging you for what you're buying. And Walter's
Mhm.
already said that they're cheap firearms to begin with. And that's relative, of course. Uh, but at the time they were selling for between $500 and $600. Smith and Wesson came out with this gun at just a little bit over half that price, and we're still paying Glock $19 a piece for each one of them they sold. Smith and Wesson's statement was, they're not that great and you're paying too much and we can do better. And then they released their M&P line and they probably did do better. But to me, anything that's a polymer frame striker fire is a Glock clone. Is it identical to the Glock? Absolutely not. But there are plenty of those Glock clones that are out there. The PSA dagger intrigues me. The Stoger thing, I think it's pretty much a Glock clone. Anything in my mind is that's a polymer frame striker fire is a Glock clone because of the fact that before Glock, everything was steel frame and hammer fired.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense?
Yeah, it
Exactly.
means I got a lot of Glock clones in my closet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think people will be surprised how many Glock clones they own. It doesn't matter if it's a CZ, whatever. And I mean, the way I understand it, Jamie, is exactly what you said, and some people's been saying in the side chat. If it's polymer frame and not hammer fired, then it is a Glock clone. And
Well,
so some of those they made it upgrades, with different barrels, triggers, whatever the case might be. And it might be, a more expensive, and maybe in your eyes, a way better gun than the Glock, but is still cloned, off of, the Glock, basically. And that's from what I understand. And I might be totally wrong, but from
well,
what
now
you're saying,
Glock was not
Jamie,
the first polymer frame striker fired pistol.
Or the first German one. Yeah, HK.
yeah,
Mhm.
HK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're just the first ones to mass produce them and make a hit on the market with it. But there were others. There was at least one or two others before.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, Bubba, I say you probably got a mouthful to say about this, buddy.
So before I say any of this, I feel like I have to do this because everybody says the exact opposite of what I said. So I am going to say this right now, definitively. If you like Glock, good for you. Good. I absolutely applaud you. If you like 1911s, I absolutely applaud you. Cool, great, wonderful. 92 clones. Good on you, man. For real. Men and women, I don't care. I love every gun equally, except for High Point C9. I cannot get past how heavy and small that pistol is. So that one is the only gun I will literally say is the worst piece of crap ever created. Now, that being said, if you like it, good for you. And I'm not going to judge you for it. As far as Glock is concerned, I had a bad experience with a Glock 23 Gen 4 when they first came out because I was told that they are amazing. Let's just say I spent close to 600 beans on it, and I now have a paperweight worth 600 beans. So, and their warranty would not cover it. They said I altered the gun. I did not alter the gun. They said I had a gunsmith look at it. I never sent it to a gunsmith. It was just me trying to fix what their mess ups were. So I have no love for Glock whatsoever at all. But if you have one that works, good. I don't get lucky with them. As far as the Glock clones are concerned, I have shot a Kiger 9C. Those things are amazing. I have shot the Stoger, which I actually own a Stoger right now, Stoger 40. That is a Glock 22 clone. It's in 40 Smith & Wesson. It's a STR 40. Love it to death. It's actually a really good gun. The only problem with it is chambering issues. And that's just from the magazine being too long. Their proprietary magazine's trash. So hopefully like a Min 2 or Magpul will come out with a mag that actually fits it correctly. And I have the PSA dagger. And that gun runs like I've got 2,000 rounds on it right now, 2,000. And I haven't had it for more than a year. I haven't even had it more than 6 months, I don't think. And it's put 2,000 rounds through it. Never had a problem with it firing. Absolutely love it. I think the Glock clones, one, are always at least a fourth of the price of a Glock. See, and the reason why I say that is because Glock does not sell stuff cheaply. It's always close to 600 beans, 600 to 500 beans, right? So the Glock clone, the dagger in my case, was less than 370 beans. It came with an optics cut. It came with a slide cut. It came with grip texture slide cuts. It came with a titanium nitride barrel, which is one of the things I wanted on it. It came in the color I wanted. And it came with a better bottom grip, where my hands are gigantic and my wrist is almost 13 inches around. So I can't hold a regular Glock's frame like it's supposed to be held. It hurts my wrist. I can't do it. Comes back, bites my hand. So the dagger is the exact opposite of that. So I have all of that stuff that was added to it, plus the 1/3 co-witness sights on it that you always will have to replace on your Glock variants. And all of that for under 370 beans versus having to pay 500 to 600 beans plus for the actual Glock, paying $150 for the slide cuts, paying another $160 for the titanium nitride barrel, paying another $160 for, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on and on and on and on for the price to make the Glock what you wanted it to be when the PSA is just there. Sorry, I like cheaper guns. That's just me. I don't want to. I see that Gen 4 19 450 beans. Yeah, sorry. I'm not.
What you got to realize, though, if I may interject for just a second, on your clones, like your dagger, for example, which is based on the Glock Gen 3, because the Glock Gen 3 is old enough that a lot of the patents had expired on it. Thus, they are allowed to basically build a gun to that same specifications. So it's a Glock clone, but not a modern Glock clone in a sense. So they're using older technology from Glock to base a lot of that stuff on. And everybody else, I mean, the amp that I have is the same way. It's based on a Gen 3 Glock and stuff like that. So you can interchange parts out of a Gen 3 Glock with that and stuff like that. A lot of people like that. That's a lot of people are into that, but they will not, interchange with the Gen 5, Gen 4 Glocks and stuff like that. So, I mean, is it a good deal? Evidently, everybody's buying them. So,
yeah.
If that's what you want, fine. If you want the latest technology, it's all a matter of what the market bears, as far as I'm concerned.
And that's the whole thing, though. Like the price point and getting everything that I wanted on it is way better for me. Like I don't make $2,000 a week. I'm not going to be able to afford a Glock, fill it out the way I need it to be filled out, and move on with my life. I can't do that. Like it's just not possible. It's like 2 paychecks for me to get anything resembling Glock.
Yeah.
But for the clones, I could just pick one up. I could probably buy a clone a week, in all honesty, and have no problems with it and still be fine financially. But to buy an actual Glock, no, I'm going to be hurting for money.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I will say this about Glocks. Their mags seem to run fine, and so even like these carbines, pistol carbines and stuff that come out, they run Glock mags. To me, that's a plus because you can get Glock mags, about anywhere and stuff. And then again, I always like the thought of having like mags and parts and this and that, would kind of go together. That to me, that's very helpful. I mean, and there's a lot of accessories that go along, with the foundation of Glock, so there's a lot of stuff, even though it's an aftermarket. And like you said, you might be able to get, if it's a dagger or whatever, you might be able to get it with, the cut slides and threaded barrel, and all that stuff for, a little less money. And possibly maybe, even like a upgraded trigger, compared to maybe like the Glock or something. And I don't have problems with any of them at all, from what I've shot, the Glock or the clones and stuff. But, I also like to get a good deal on stuff that runs and that I can trust, regardless of who makes it or, what. I'm not going to pass up buying a gun just because, it's like, man, that thing takes Glock mags or whatever. I mean, to me, it don't matter. I'm, I kind of would take, what was that Johnny Cash song, Jamie? Where you had all the parts from different cars, and stuff.
One piece at a time.
One piece.
Yeah. So I mean, that's me right there. As long as it runs and I can trust it, I'm good.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. As long as you feel safe with that gun, I don't care what gun you have. Use it, carry it. I don't care. I really do not care. I'm just saying what doesn't work for me, but if it works for you, good. I'm happy for you. Not being condescending, not being a jerk, not nothing of that nature. If it works for you, I am absolutely 100% happy for you, man. If you want to walk around carrying a Derringer in your pocket, I am absolutely happy for you. If that makes you feel safe, by God, then get it. If you feel like you protect yourself with that, get it. I don't care. I'm happy for you, and I will support you 100%, unless you get a C9, in which case I'll still support you. But I'm gonna look at the gun and be grossed out the entire time, to be honest.
Yeah, and like Bam and Dad says, with the optics, the MOS and stuff, it's really nice to have the optics cut. For me personally, we shot open sights. I've shot open sights most usually all my life, unless it was a deer hunting rifle or something like that. And but as I'm getting older, my eyesight's not as good as what it was, and so being able to use some optics, on a pistol, I like them. I mean, personally, and that's coming from somebody that never used anything but open sights. So, I mean, if I can get a good pistol with optic cut that's, reliable, then, I'm good. I mean, you know, for me personally, but I never doubt doubt anybody for having what they own or what they want. That's not my cup of tea. Whatever works for them, I'm happy. So but yeah, it's been an interesting conversation, guys. And I was just surprised. I didn't know like what everybody thought about them and stuff. So that's one of the reasons I thought it'd be a pretty decent topic for tonight. And so, alrighty, we had a great side chat out there, man.
The fence dad had an exercise for us, but we might have to make that on another night. He made a good point earlier about to him Glock clone meant that the parts are interchangeable, and I think that was kind of halfway aimed at my comment. But I think I agree with that statement totally and completely. I think a true Glock clone. What I was referring to is the concept of the plastic frame striker fire thing was absolutely. It's like Henry Ford didn't invent the automobile, but he perfected mass production of it. I think that's how I look at Glock. Is they took those type guns to another level.
Oh yeah, they definitely did. I mean, I think it was it was pretty much a game changer when Glocks started coming out here and everything. A lot of police departments, a lot of people, carried the Glocks and stuff. And
well, almost all police departments, Hillbilly, carry Glocks, and probably half the militaries in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, they don't suck as bad as what we like to cut up and let on most of the time.
Yeah, Bam and Dad says he liked Glock and Wetsons.
They don't suck. I will say this. All right, you will never hear me say this again. All right, Glocks don't suck. They just every one of them suck for me. They suck for me, not in general. They just suck for me.
Yeah, and like I said, there's certain people when it comes to the Glocks, it's the hand size or whatever. I just over the years, some people didn't like the finger grooves on the Glock, but then when they started coming out with was the 4 or 5 gen, they didn't have the finger grooves on it, but then they're like. And some people say, well, 17 works great for me, but, but not a 19. So I think it's like all guns, find one that fits you and runs for you, then, that's what you should have.
That's it, Rick Harris. It ain't that they're bad guns. It's they're just ugly as homemade sin. No, you got to respect what, in all seriousness, and I'm not a Glock guy. I don't own one, and like I said, probably never will, but you can't dismiss what they've meant to the industry over the years.
Oh, yeah. And
there we go. There we go. Bama Dad said it best right there. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to highlight it real quick.
Oops, sorry. You think I messed you up there.
Damn it. I double clicked it. There we go. All right. That Glock 43 is way too small for my hands. Gave it to my son. There you go. It doesn't fit your hand. Maybe one day, and I'm getting at this, maybe one day I will find a Glock that will fit my hand, and I will have no problem with it whatsoever at all. Maybe one day I'll find it. I'm actually hoping I find one.
Another gripe against them is the
Gary's
that
got
was
one
more,
for you.
yeah,
That almost fits your hands.
the grip angle too is different from the 1911, I think, and I think that was what caused a lot of people initially to freak out. Anyway, we beat that dead horse. I'll shut up.
Well, alrighty. So, yeah, mechanics. All right. Let's see. Sorry, I was reading the side chat there. So up next, what I did here. So guys, make sure. Let me put this banner back up again. I'm fixing to change the banner anyhow.
Yep.
So make sure you
Mark fell asleep.
Yeah.
Mark.
So you get your hashtag HBN45 in, and we'll do that drawing here in about 17, 18 minutes.
Nope, don't poke the bear, guys. Don't wake him up. All right, it'll be fine. You know what the best part is? We can tell he slept with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys.
Oh, he's getting his rest. So
Dang, Bubba.
Technically, I'm not wrong.
With that, I'm going to bid y'all good night, and I'm going to go to bed. Get ready for church in the morning and pray for Bubba. And
he's going to need it.
Yeah, just pray for his
Mark shows up at my
salvation.
house. We thought that was funny, huh?
Well, my original thought when we were talking about pumpkin spice and somebody said communion wafers, I was like, yeah, any minister that would give their congregation that needs to be rebaptized at least 3 times. But good night, guys. Thanks for having me. Y'all have fun.
You bet. Thank you for
Jamie.
being on tonight, Jamie. And
Night, Jamie.
Before you take off, would you like to go ahead and plug your show and stuff
Well,
real quick?
yeah, I think everybody here knows. Hopefully, Bama Dad, I'll see you next Saturday. We'll talk through the week. Friday nights at 8 o'clock, Georgia Shooting Connection channel. Y'all come over. We talk a lot about reloading, bullet casting, and Glocks and Glock clones. One thing we're lacking, though, we don't talk much about pumpkin spice. Maybe you can bring that up next Friday night, Hillbilly. Guys, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh my goodness. So since we have Halloween coming up, we'll be having that drawing here in about 15 minutes. So anyway, I thought, well, since we have Halloween coming up, we might talk just a little bit about Halloween. And so let's do this. What is the best Halloween candy? And not necessarily that it only comes out during Halloween, but, when you're trick-or-treating, if you're a little kid, or like even if you got kids, they bring home their, trick-or-treat baskets and stuff, what are you digging for? What is it that you like the best, from Halloween?
Reese's, moving on.
First guy who says candy corn is going to get sapped with a backside of a Glock.
No doubt.
I will go buy
So,
it.
DJ, let's start with you, buddy.
Well, which one most would be when I was a kid, there was a woman who left full-size candy bars out for us, and we didn't knock on the door. She just had, she pointed down to the bowl. That was pretty exciting. That was the best Halloween candy that year. As an adult, I kind of go after the sour stuff, lemon heads, or pretty much anything like that, Sour Patch Kids. And yeah, that's where my jam is.
All right. Yeah, that's pumpkin Reese's, Rick Harris says.
Ooh.
That's a good way to run a Reese's for me. All right. Mark, you with us, buddy? All
Yes.
right.
I'll take his. I'll have his candy.
Okay. We got him covered.
Cool.
So, how about you, Gary?
So, are we talking about commercial candy, like stuff you'd normally buy at the store, or can it be something special?
Yeah, just whatever. I mean, it don't matter. You're trick or treating, you know, when you're a kid or nowadays. I mean, it don't matter to me. What was it?
If you're talking about brand candy like you'd buy at the store, I always like anything with molded milk balls in it. For some reason, I've always been a big fan of those. But the one thing I remember for Halloween, I don't even know if you have them anymore, but you used to have these wrapped candies. They had this kind of a colored wax papers, either black or orange, and it had this peanut butter type stuff inside it. It's real chewy, kind of like a taffy, I guess you'd call it almost. But I always liked those too.
The peanut butter butterscotch caramel taffy will be ball things.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
And my grandma always had the caramel apples. That was always my favorite thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're thinking about apples for Halloween, make sure some of them's caramel.
Ooh, bit of honey. Somebody mentioned that out there. That's good too.
Yeah. Popcorn balls. There's a lot of good stuff up inside.
Love popcorn balls.
So, how about you, Walter?
Well, I don't eat a whole lot of sweets anyway, except at Halloween, and so I always make sure I get enough that there's going to be some leftover. And I typically will buy the great big bags of the mini size candy bars, and then I pull out all the Butterfingers and the Snickers and let the kids have the rest of them. So I rattle the ones that I like out of there, and then hand the rest of them out to the kids. So I'm a sucker for a Snickers bar. I don't know why. I always have been. The chewy nougaty stuff like Three Musketeers, nah, not for me. But I like the Snickers, and I like a Payday bar. I've always liked Payday with peanuts and stuff in it. It's good energy boost for me when I was using my back to earn my money with. But
yeah. Well, I did hear one thing this year. You know, you guys remember the $1 million bar or what? Or it was no, it's
$100,000 bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they had to like relabel that. Now it's the $50 bar. So. Yeah. Kind of sad. Anyway, Mr. Good Bar. Yeah. So that's the saddest candy at Halloween when you get to Mr. Good Bar, Defense Dad says.
Haven't they been haven't they gotten rid of those from the bags like Walter was talking about? Like, who even buys a Mr. Who is that even at the checkout stand anymore? Or do they just like kind of use up yesteryear's Mr. Good Bars in those mixes?
I don't know. I think the candy bar, they recycle it and just bring it, you know, you can turn it back into the factory because the kids won't eat it. And they just wash them and put them out again next year.
There you go. Keep them in circulation.
Mark's away.
Alrighty. So, hey, Mark, we're talking about candy. What's your favorite candy at Halloween? Either as a kid or, you know, what do you want to dig out of the kids' trick-or-treat bags, you know?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Now, I like the minis the best. I don't know how there's a difference, but, man, the minis, I like them. No doubt about that.
There's more peanut
so
butter.
You're just grabbing a handful of Reese's, and you're good, huh?
Yep.
All righty. So, Bubba, how about you, buddy?
All right, so I'm going to start this off with saying all candy is equal except for candy corn. Candy corn is the high point C9 of candy. And I'm sorry, I went back to that. I apologize. I just couldn't pass it up. It's like, but Halloween. I'm going to talk about Halloween first. Halloween is one of the few holidays in the world where you can go door to door and knock on the door and people give you candy. All right, you can't do that any other day of the year. I've tried. Right? It doesn't work out. And they say that if you don't want any of the trick or treaters to come up to your house, turn the lights off. Oh, don't do that. You don't want me knocking on your door at night. Yeah. I said trick or treat. Oh yeah, you don't want me doing that. But Reese's has always been my favorite staple one to get. I love Reese's. I will never stop loving Reese's. After that, like homemade candies and stuff like that, Buckeyes. I loved Buckeyes out here in my neighborhood. There was always one person that gave out Buckeyes. Nice giant chocolate ball with peanut butter in it. Oh, I loved it. As I've gotten older, I like getting bourbon balls. My grandmother calls them something else, but then again, I can't really fault her for that because that's what she grew up calling them as a kid. But I'm not going to say what it is. I also love getting popcorn balls. I love the ones that are covered in caramel and then like they soak them in like that hardening chocolate like shell thing that they use for ice cream and stuff. You pour it out and all of a sudden it turns into like this brittle, broken off chocolate pieces and stuff. I love that. And after that, it would have to be Zero Bars. Zero Bars is my other favorite ones to get. Something about Zero Bars, like you don't see them around that often. Like every once in a while, you see them in like a gas station or something like that, but never in like big bulk packs anymore. You never see them anymore.
That's true. Yeah.
And here's another thing I've noticed about candy here recently. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but remember when you got a king size bar, right? Paydays still do it, but the rest of them don't. When you get a full size king size bar or whatever, it was one whole bar, right? It was one whole bar. Mm-hmm. Of whatever the candy bar was. It was one whole bar. Yep. Now they cut them in half. They have gypped us out of a triangle section of candy on both sides. And that pisses me off. Sorry, I had to go on a rant there. Fat guy going on a rant about candy. I apologize.
Well, I gotta laugh at this. Ozzy says he's told that candy corn is like crack for ghosts. And that was on my video that I released today. I went ghost hunting, and so, oh boy, yeah, peanut brittle. Some of those were always nice when I was growing up. You go to the older, people's house, and they not only have good stuff, but they'd have some good homemade stuff. Some good peanut brittle and. Stuff like that. And so I kind of miss that too. Which around here, there is still, some people that we've known for years, that has some good homemade stuff. So, the Zero Bars are definitely good. Now, also, we're going to do that drawing here in about 5 minutes. So, does it aggravate you guys if you're buying Halloween candy? I always like, I always have my wife try to start buying it a little early. That way, we can start snacking out of it, kind of like Walter does. But then most usually we got to go buy more when Halloween comes around, And so, but how it's so terrible the way they rip you off and you get those bags of like multi candy, and why is it whatever's the least, if they got like 4 or 3 or 5 different types of candy, why is the worst ones the ones that they're the most in that bag? I mean, we literally got a bag here a while back. I don't know, I think last week my wife got. And she started dumping it out because we're going to put it in bowls and stuff. She's going to get stuff ready for Halloween for grandkids. And I can't remember. I think it was something good, a good candy bar, whatever it was. I don't remember, but there's only 3 of them in that bag. You know, big bag. You know, wasn't cheap, and one of the best candy bars in that bag. There's only 3 of them, and it's like, come on, people.
Yeah, like who's in charge of the ratios with that thing? Kind of like the discontinuation of the Mr. Good bar. It's like if we got those out, you definitely Hillbilly would be helped out if you got the Snickers count up, please, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Mike and Ike's. Now we must have got Mike and Ike's at the movie theater.
I used
That
to
and
make the
Junior
joke.
Mints.
I used to make the joke when I went to buy candy for the trick or treaters or whatever that would come to the house. I would buy like 4 bags, right? 4 of the big variety bags or whatnot. And I would go to the checkout counter and I'd set 1 bag off to the side, and I would wait and see if the teller would ask me this question, because usually they'll ask the question, right? It's like, oh, so is the bag off to the side just for yourself? I said, no, it's the 3 bags back here. And every once in a while, like if it was like an older lady or something like that, and or whatever, checking me out, and she asked that question, and she would laugh when I responded with, "It's the other 3 bags for me," I would look at her and go, "I'm serious. This isn't a joke. I don't joke about candy." And then wait till her to like kind of like go, ha, 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 ha. And they're like, "No, I'm kidding. Yeah, the other 3's for the trick or treaters."
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh my goodness, bottle caps. I ain't seen
bottle caps, the gold
in
coins.
years.
Little bit gold coins they used to give
Yep,
out too.
those were cool too. Yep.
I remember when they used to make them with like Bugs Bunny on them or whatever, and you would open it up, and one half would be peanut butter and the other half would be chocolate. Like it would be a gold coin or whatever. You'd open it up, bottom would be peanut butter, top would be chocolate, and I ate the fire out of those things.
I'm familiar with those, and some of them had the crisp rice in them too. The Palmer Candy Company is the one that gets distributed around here that does those. Yeah, any combination of peanut butter, chocolate, and crisp rice, I'm pretty cool with. Like the whole crackle crunch debate, I'm in the middle. I'm on both sides. You can like keep sending me samples, you know.
Yeah, keep sending me samples. I'll deal with diabetes when it gets here.
Barbecue. Super chat for $5. Thank you, buddy. It says he had a 100-gram grand bar for the first time Thursday night. This is new favorite, he thinks. It says Mount New, but I think he meant my new favorite. Awesome. Well, thank you, buddy, for that. And like I said, guys, memberships and the super chats and everything, it just rolls back into gifts and, for, the give outs, the giveaways and stuff for the channel. So appreciate that very much, buddy. Anyway, my goodness. So let's get this giveaway given away. How about that? So anyway, so what we're doing tonight is I'm giving away this. There, bring myself up here real quick. Giving away this slim knife here. People really seem to like it. I like it, and so we're going to keep giving this away for a little while. Wrong direction. It's got a flip open on it, and it's got a nice sharp blade. I mean, it's a nice little knife, no doubt about that. Got a window breaker on the end of it. Get in the right direction here. And a belt clip, and it's pretty handy to carry. It really is. So anyway, that's what we're going to be giving away tonight. You get yourself out of here, and guys, make sure you get that hashtag in, that hashtag HBN45, and we will draw this. Get it pulled up here real quick.
Oh yeah, the wax soda pops. Oh, I love those too.
Yeah, those were good.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
All Fluffy says, how about the candy cigarettes? Man, I get a
Good
box of
candy
those. When I was young, I'd roll the box up in the sleeve of my shirt.
Tag. Tag, you're it, man. I did the same damn thing. And there were two different grades of the candy cigarettes. There were the solid ones that were like dipped in pink on the end, and there was the ones that were paper wrapped in bubble gum. They had the powder in them that, like powdered sugar, whatever. You could blow through them and you get one puff out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get secondhand diabetes from hanging around with people who eat those?
Probably.
According to
Probably.
California, probably.
Yeah. For sure. Well, we had 26 people entered in this. So anyway, let's wind this thing up and give it a spin and see who's going to walk away with a knife tonight. Lakeview. All right.
Hey, Tony.
Congratulations.
You're going to like
buddy.
that one.
Congrats, man.
All right. Well, Tony, I do have, Earl. Yeah, I got your address, I believe. But if you don't mind, go ahead and email me, just so I don't forget. Okay, because I mean I'll write it down, but just email me so I don't forget. That would help me out a bunch. So anyway, looks like we got Moondog logging in here.
Moondoggo. Uh-oh. Is it doing it to him again?
Yeah, sometimes he logs in, it kicks him out, and he has to log back in. So, anyway, Zots? I don't think I ever had Zots, if I don't remember.
Zots, absolutely. Yeah, they had a center that basically is the same kind of reaction as an acid to baking soda kind of thing. They'd they foam up in your mouth. So you could be like rabid dog style, and they were like pink, green, purple. Yeah, I think those were the three main ones. But those things were great. So were Pop Rocks. The ones that interactive candies. Yeah, interactive candies forever. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I just got back from a little bit of a Halloween shenanigans myself. Just came back from a costume party.
All right. That's awesome.
I went as an FBI informant for a right-wing militia.
So everybody at January 6th. Got it.
Yes,
That's great, buddy. Yeah, and also I put on the banner, guys. Also, don't forget Tuesday night. Most usually do a live for members only, but this Tuesday, since it's been on Halloween, we're going to do a live right here, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's just going to be, we're just going to have a good time. And I moved it up instead of 9 Central. We were going to do it at 8 Central to kind of make it not so late on a Tuesday night. And then it's hard to pick a time that works for everybody from the West Coast plumb to the East Coast. So anyway, hopefully everybody be done kind of trick-or-treating and all that by then. And so anyway, we hope that you guys will jump on for that also. So Moondog, we were talking about your favorite Halloween candy. So like, what if it was like something you liked as a kid, or like something that when your kids get home, what are you digging through their trick-or-treat bag and grabbing,
I was always partial to Reese's peanut butter cups myself. There you go. So I always trade for those ones. And I never liked anything. I never liked black licorice, and now I do. But when I was a kid, I hated that. I hated black licorice, and I wasn't really partial to Tootsie Rolls. So I always traded for as many of those, or anything really for Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh yeah, it's just hard to beat them Reese's. I mean, for me, it is anyhow.
I went to Hershey a few years back, and they said that actually that's their best-selling candy. It superseded the Hershey bar a few decades ago. But that's actually the best-selling candy from Hershey's is Reese's now.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Boy says Twix Bar and Milky Ways, and I know a lot of people when they do get the Twix bars, you got the left and the right bar. I mean, mainly people eat the right one. Sometimes they might throw the left one away, vice versa. I don't know if there's a problem with the left and right, side of the Twix bar or not, but you never know.
I always eat both of them at the same time.
I like to freeze them. I like to freeze them. I'm not gonna lie. I like to freeze them. And black licorice, I used to not like black licorice, and then I started to like the taste of Jaeger, and then I was like, well, if I like Jaeger, I might like black licorice now. So I started eating black licorice. Oh my gosh, no! What happened?
Well, what got it for me was I actually had Irish black licorice and these candies. It was in a bowl they left in the hotel, in your hotel room. They usually leave candies for you at some high-end hotels. So this one hotel had a bowl of black licorice, and I was just bored, and I just started tasting it. It was like a total change from the the black licorice twists or the jelly beans. This was a whole nother animal. I was like, oh, where has this been all my life? So
it had whiskey in it, not whiskey.
Yeah, I was going to say Irish licorice probably just mean it's soaked in some Irish whiskey.
It had whiskey in it. Like, did I call you last night? I love you, man.
Yeah, and Garage Guy out there says the history of the Hershey bar is really interesting. And so the people from Hershey, Pennsylvania probably know that story, I'm sure. And that'd be a cool one to dig into sometime.
I'm just minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you still remember when you can smell the chocolate in the air near the factory?
Yeah, I lived just across from the factory back in the early 90s. And yeah, you could smell it. It's it's a nice place to live, but the traffic is horrible.
Oh, especially on the weekends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't live too far from Jim Beam's factory, right?
Oh.
So when I drive by there, I have to drive by there to go to my dad's house, and I drive by there, and I didn't realize how much I love the smell of mash until I drive by that place. I'll roll down every window in my car. I don't even care. The paper's in there flying out, be damned. I'm just like, yes!
Do they have tours there? What are they like?
Yes, they do have tours there. Actually, they're one of the few places that whenever they do give tours to like military vets or police officers, it's 100% free.
Oh, that's great.
They don't charge you anything. Jack Daniels, however, will only give you like a 10% discount or something like that. And it's just like all your liquor there's like $90 a bottle, bud. Why can't you do free?
Right? Right?
Pay like $25 for a gallon of bourbon, and you're sitting here. That's $90. But when I went to the Jack Daniels one, they gave me a taste of Frank Sinatra's special. All right, so it was like a $700 bottle of Jack Daniels whiskey, and I was just like, all right, well, if Sinatra liked it, has to be good, right? Took a drink. I would rather drink rubbing alcohol.
Oh,
and we got to the end, like all of them was like that. We got to the end because I never really ever drank Jack Daniels, so I was just like, all of this tastes like crap to me now. And so we got to the end of it, and they asked us what our favorite flavor was, and I said Jim Beam Red Stag. Everybody working there just looked at me like I was the biggest a-hole alive, and I was just like, none of this tastes good. This tastes like rubbing alcohol smells.
That's like touring the cult. That's like touring the Cult Factory and saying your favorite gun's a Glock. You know?
Yeah. But I would mean it. I would mean it.
Well, at least you didn't say seltzer.
No. I had one because everybody was talking about how good they were, and I had one of them White Claws. I think it was a black cherry. I was just like, I like black cherry sparkling water, so this could not be bad. It is. It is very bad.
I agree with you, buddy.
I had I had to wash it down with mustard. Woman behind the counter, what are you doing? Ah!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that I didn't try to wash it down mustard. You should have told me that night. I would have tried some.
Well, I don't know. You had 2 in a row. Like I don't think that would have been good either way. I mean,
I agree with you there, Abby. White Claw doesn't taste good.
I also agree with Abby when she said Jack Daniels is bottom shelf whiskey at top shelf prices. I will 100% agree
Yeah.
with that.
Well, oh my goodness.
You're paying for the marketing.
One thing I wanted to cover too, this won't take a minute, I'm sure, but since DJ's into music, I'll let him go first here. So, you got any Halloween tunes that you like? I thought about this earlier, and only a few really come to mind.
From when I was a kid, I thought Monster Mash was hilarious. I'm sorry that I probably grabbed the most obvious one away from everybody.
Yeah.
But Abigail's out there, and so she'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Sam Hain, some bands that are like, darker, deeper kind of metal. I also dig for Halloween stuff. Yeah, anything that'll scare you, or anything that seems ominous or doomy or foreboding, just kind of goes with the holiday. I think I'm over the kid stuff. Monster Mash, the new generation could have that if it still applies.
Oh man, yeah, that's one of the few I think of. Monster Mash, and so anybody else got anything as far as scary or Halloween music?
When I was in elementary school, right, and I don't know if elementary schools still do this or not, all right, but for Halloween we had music class and stuff like that for our elementary school, so we had to go to like a music class, the whole recorders, yada 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 stuff. Felt like I was in Japan, whatever. And so like every year for Halloween they would make us sing this song, and it was about this old lady who lived alone, right? And she walked to a closet to get a broom. It was like every last one of the verses you would have to go ooh, and then you get to the end of it or whatever. And she went to the closet and boom, like you don't do the ooh anymore. So okay, so what happened to the old lady? What kind of question are you asking kids? What are you asking? So I was a bit dark as a kid. I never really have changed with situations like that and stuff. I was like, she got decapitated. So like I had to go to counseling immediately after that. But I mean, it's like, why are you asking this question to kids? What happened to the old lady? It was like, well, she went to the closet and boom, I'm assuming she's dead now. I mean, what do you want from me, bud? What do you want from my grandfather asked the same thing. What do you want from this child? But,
what was the name of that song? Do you remember?
I have no. I cannot remember to save my life. I think it was called the Bones in the Closet or something like that. I can't remember. But like there's that song, and then the other song I always like listen to, and it really doesn't have nothing to do with Halloween, but it's just a song I always listen to on Halloween, and it's Elvira.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, Bam and Dad says anything from Wham scares me.
Yeah. and then the other song I listen to quite a lot is the Michael Myers theme song.
Oh yeah. That was written by John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the creepiest sounding songs ever. No words whatsoever, and it makes it twice as creepy. And then of course Freddy Krueger's song. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Yeah. Those are the other ones. And please keep me away from Fred. That was the other one. I want to say it was Tone Lock or something like that sung it. It was supposed to be his Halloween song or something. I can't remember.
I forget.
But it was just like he was talking about Freddy Krueger. He's like, "Please keep me away from Fred." It was like, "Oh God, man." Testing the vocals in the wrong direction, sir.
I love the side chat suggestions here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm
I
kind
haven't
of going to go with Bam and Dad, but I'm not going to use Wham. I'm just going to say Taylor Swift.
Those are a lot of horror songs. You know the number one thing about Taylor Swift that always makes me laugh? Like, because I'm pretty sure it's like she's the one that sings the song "Next Time He Cheats" or something like that, or whatever. I'm just like, well, if it doesn't bother you, why'd you make a song about it?
Yeah, that's Carrie Underwood.
Oh yeah, either way, yeah. Same question applies. If you didn't care, why'd you write a song?
Oh man, Michael Dunn come up with a classic too, the Purple People Eater.
Yeah.
Purple People Eater. Yeah.
There's another classic. The other one I was thinking about, DJ, besides Monster Mash, is like it. I don't know. It was kind of just freaky as a younger kid when it came out. But it ended up being the very first rap song, and that was "Man from Mars" from Blondie.
Why'd that freak you out, man?
Something about a dude coming down from Mars and he's eating cars and
Yeah. Now he always eats guitars or whatever. What? Right on.
Apparently, I got my question answered. If Fluffy told us it is Fresh Prince that did the Freddy song. So, all right.
Oh, Vanessa might have the best one, the Barney theme song.
Okay, that song is kind of creepy. As a kid grew up watching that song is kind of creepy.
Did you have one, Moondog?
Yeah, I haven't seen Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. So you got to be Barry Gordy's kid to be able to get Michael Jackson to be your backup singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Mark, why?
Yeah, I've entered one.
Where was some Longman?
Purple,
pink and purple haired people eaters. No doubt about that.
Nothing by Pink Floyd. I'm surprised.
So, yeah, everybody driving around doing trick or treating. I love you. You love me.
Yeah, that would be quite scary.
I would be horrified. Everybody in Barney outfits too. Everybody, just like an army of people in Barney outfits going up and down the street. I love you.
If I saw a line of parading Barneys, I would make it my task for the evening to go and kick each one of them in the butt at least once. Barney, disappear.
Yeah,
or the Teletubbies.
I'm pretty sure there's a furry con somewhere where they've done that. I'm pretty sure.
No doubt.
If not, they'll hear this like, brothers, we must strike. Oh, God.
Well, speaking of something, it kind of looks scary to me a little bit, but we'll play this also a little bit later before we get out of here. But this was sent to me today. I want to play this here.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
Nice.
That was great. So many
Cross
levels.
outdid himself on that one.
Boss, that
guys,
was
do
creepy.
not forget the DM Foss and Mouse party will be on later. So I wanted to show that to everybody. I thought he did a wonderful job, and
He did.
We'll roll that again before we leave. That deserves seconds at least. So get back to some of these. Bat out of hell.
Oh yeah, anything by Meatloaf.
That's a great album cover too. If it's like the screaming out of the grave kind of thing. That's a great graphic.
Yeah. And Bam that says Barney had dentures.
Yeah.
Barney had the grill before anybody else did. Just remember that.
Yeah. Missy says that they used to change the lyrics to "I hate you and you hate me" with her sister. Oh man. No self-respecting furry would dress up like Barney.
That's true, Abigail.
Yeah, you probably don't see very many Barneys at the furry con or whatever they call it.
You see a bunch of Barneys, they're just like, all right, that guy right there, that guy's an informant for somebody else. He's a spy.
Fed.
The Barneys are the feds for furries.
Yeah.
George is just not having this tonight. He said, hey, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Hey. Nah, never mind. I don't want it.
What you doing, George? George said he want to be on TV tonight.
Cat got his tongue, I guess.
Looked like you tried to get yours for a second there.
I know, right?
Oh boy. Well, we'll start winding this thing down here. It's been fun, guys. I really had a blast. And like I said, don't forget next Tuesday or this coming Tuesday on Halloween, we'll be doing another live right here, and I already got a lot of trick or treat stuff or Halloween stuff, topics and stuff lined up. So that'd be great. And then I'm sure we'll have leftover Halloween candy in the green room. So no doubt about that. Now we know what everybody likes. We know what to get. So anyway, won't we go around the room here and give everybody a chance to plug their channels and talk about what they got going on? And so if you don't mind, Moondog, we'll just start down with you, buddy.
Oh, sure. So I've got a bunch of new LPVO videos that I'm working on. I just did a comparison. I compared the Monstrum Banshee 1 to 10 to a Sig Sauer 1 to 10. And that's going to be coming up in about, I'm working on that. So that's going to be coming up in the next week or two. I've just did the unboxing today. So, and I've, to be honest, I was, I'm a little biased towards the Sig because, I've liked Sig's stuff, and just looking at the two and XR. So I had it to Monstrum because I was saying, like, if I am going to compare these two, there's no contest, but they were actually kind of cool with it. They're saying, it's fine because their scopes are like half the price or a third of the price of a Sig. So, you got to balance out that sort of consideration. So if they're willing to let me show how their scopes are, don't quite match up to like a higher end one, or a $500 or $600 scope, that's fine. They were cool with that. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm looking at about 2 weeks. So if you can, just check out the channel and look around. In about 2 weeks, I'll have that up. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty exciting to see.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got to see one of your giveaways last night on Gary Gizzard's Gorn.
Oh yeah.
Who was that sent the gun in? I can't think.
Trying to remember. It wasn't Michael Dunn. Well, no. Who was it?
They won your light.
Mhm.
Crystal Light.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Vogue.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
And so, yeah, you had that giveaway. That was a sweet giveaway, buddy.
Yeah, whoever won that Light PL.
You know, I got, because a couple of folks, you know, I gave the bonus, and this is maybe a little too inside for everybody who's watching, but so I sometimes will give a bonus for putting a comment on there, but maybe I should have been a little more explicit that if you got to take a screenshot of your comment and let me know that you commented, because a lot of people will have, you know, your profile name doesn't match up to your actual name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this one guy was saying like, "Hey, I you know, why didn't you give me an extra credit?" And I said, "Well, I didn't know that was you who posted, because that isn't your, you know, your doesn't look anything like your email. It doesn't look like your name." So he was all butthurt that he didn't get a second name on the spin list. And it's like, "Did you give it to somebody you knew?" I'm like, come on, dude. I don't know most of the people who send the stuff in, but anyway, but
yeah. So. Yeah, that's always hard. I mean, it's, you know, if you don't, it's just like if you want something and it happens sometimes here, you know, send in their email and their email they don't say what their screen name is or whatever. So you're like, who's this? You know, and so you have to email them back and say, who was this? And
everybody else who posted something, you know, mentioned in their email that, hey, I posted it and this is me. It's like, okay, I'll give you an extra credit for that. That's great.
Awesome.
But hopefully I'll have another giveaway soon. So anyway, thanks for watching. Check out Moondog at Moondog Go on YouTube, or Moondog Industries on YouTube, or Moondog Reviews on YouTube. So I got 3 different channels for 3 different things. But definitely go check that out.
They're all great channels, guys. So thanks for being here, Moondog. I appreciate you, buddy. And go over and check out Moondog's channels. Great stuff, man. You want to go over there, get subscribed. It really is good stuff. He's so good with not only all that stuff, but then the photography and the production of it. I mean, geez, it makes my stuff look like a kindergarten did my stuff. So
thank you.
But yeah, go there and check him out. And so we'll jump right on up to you, DJ. Anything you want to plug tonight, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Earlier on Saturday evenings, that's before this show, on the A Great Start Shooting School channel, there's a discussion about mental health awareness and suicide prevention. I encourage everybody to stop by and check that out. She hosts every Saturday. Also on Saturday nights, and maybe sometime soon on Wednesdays, on the DM Foss channel, you can have either a mouse party or an overnight. Either time is a good time. Stop by, check that out. I'll drop a link to his channel if you're not subbed out there in the text chat. And we are in the countdown. 4 more almost nightly firearms expos are left. Guns and Barbecue shutting it down at number 300. That perfect game is going to be rolled in about a month. So I encourage everybody. I'm going to drop a link to his channel as well. Sub up and show up for those shows. Really looking forward to those. Going to be a good time. Sundays, and I'll leave it at this one. She Fires is hosting a series of chats called The Fireside. So I encourage everybody to get out and check that one too. So until I see y'all again, be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock. I'm out.
Righty. Well, thank you very much, DJ. I appreciate that. And thank you. Thank you as always for being here. And you guys go over there, and DJ don't really put much on his channel, but go over and subscribe to it because he helps so many people. I mean, DJ is very, you know, he's a great guy. He's always supporting the 2A movement, all that stuff. And so I just really, you know, appreciate you a lot for all you do for all the communities and stuff, buddy. Thank you very much. So anyway, Mark Thomas, what do you got coming up, buddy?
I don't know.
Don't know, huh?
Yeah, we'll see what comes up. I don't really have anything to plug. We're just kind of doing what we do. I did put up a little Halloween parade video tonight just because that's something my family back in Western Pennsylvania might like to see. I picked up a couple little things at a gun show this afternoon.
Ooh.
Things to
Nice.
no firearms, just reloading supplies and things to deal with. So we'll see what that brings for the rest of the week. We'll try to get something up, mostly short stuff, but just hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope everybody has a nice Halloween, and let's go get ourselves into winter. Thanks all.
Well, thank you very much. Guys, if you've not subscribed to Mark Thomas, get over there, check out his channel, subscribe. Great channel, only with firearms, but he's a wonderful craftsman, making leather holsters and all that stuff. I mean, just second to none. So go over there and check out his stuff. And he knows, I mean, you talk real nice to him, you could maybe hire him to make you a sweet custom holster or something. So
thank you.
Anyway, appreciate you for being on, Mark. So Gary, how about you, buddy? I know you got stuff coming up.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Oh, perhaps. Well, look around Friday. You may just find foul territory on my channel. That'll be at 9:00 p.m. Central Time. We'll be on this week. We won't be on next week because we'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Wanamaker Tulsa Arms Show, but we will be on this week. So check us out. Also, check out some of the reviews and stuff on my channel. If you get a chance, I certainly would appreciate it. And as always, thank you for hosting and for having me on, Hillbilly. I appreciate it. I had a wonderful time, as always.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Go over there and check out Gizzard Gary's channel and get subscribed to him. A lot of great stuff on there. Firearms, a great live show on Friday nights. I mean, you're not going to miss any of this stuff. So I appreciate you, buddy. Walter, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, let's see. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. How's that? Yeah, I've got the usual stuff coming up. We got Moldy Monday number 35 coming up this coming Monday, and then next Friday will be the Friday reloading series over on Rumble, Free the Few. That's coming up, and I've got a couple new firearms that I need to start doing stuff with. I got a new 10 millimeter, and I haven't shown that to you guys yet because I haven't had an opportunity to shoot anything other than factory ammo through that one. It didn't make it through the first box, and it had to go back to Kimber. But the issue got resolved, and so I got a brand new mold for it just the day before yesterday from Slovenia. So I'll get some bullets cast up for it, and we'll get it out to the range and shoot it and show it off a little bit. And then I have a new Ruger RPR in 17 HMR that will get out of the box here this week one day and at least look at it. It'll be a little bit before I get it outfitted and get to the range and shoot that, but I'll at least show it off a little bit this week. So that's what I got going on. Of course, we got Georgia Shooting Connection Friday night that I'm a panelist on every week. So we hope to see you all there. Most of the folks out here in the side chat are there anyway too, as they are here. It's kind of the usual suspects. So we look forward to seeing everybody this week. Been fun being here, Hillbilly. I appreciate the invitation. As always, a great amount of fun for me to come in and interact with all you folks and folks in the side chat. And good to see Tom. He's my neighbor from up north. We don't live very far apart, really.
Yeah, what's 4 or 5 hours here?
Yeah,
there,
I know,
right?
really. Yeah,
That's 4 or 5 hours in California traffic. Yeah.
no.
Well, always a pleasure having you on, Walter. Guys, if you've not went over and checked out Walter's channel, VAO, go over there and check it out, subscribe. And not only is YouTube channels awesome, but when there's certain stuff that you can't show on YouTube as far as like reloading some stuff and all that. So he'll tell you on there, it's like, well, this full video is over on Rumble. So make sure you go over and jump on Rumble and watch that too, along with this YouTube, because it's some great stuff. I always enjoy his channel, and so appreciate you, Walter, very much for being here tonight. So, Bubba, what do you got coming up, buddy?
So we got this week. This week's Good, the Bad, the Bubba. I think it's number 9. My God, have I gone 9 weeks? Really? Number 9 is going to be on Tuesday morning instead, because it's going to be a Halloween special. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to record something and then post it on there instead, or what I'm going to do as far as that is concerned. May just do a live one with the costumes and stuff, but more than likely it's going to be something recorded that I've edited myself. So that's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever it is Central, or whatever it is California time. That was it 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I can't remember.
Yesterday.
And 10. So 8, 10, and 11. There you go. So we got that coming up. I'm still editing the videos for the Day at the Range, the Flash Water Challenge that I did. I also did a Flash Water Challenge with a gun I just got for a ridiculous price. And I can't say it on there, but you could fill up for one person's swear in the swear jar for the price that I paid for it. So I did the Flash Water Challenge with it, but it's a pistol, so I kind of like brought it in a little bit. So, made it a little bit easier for me to see, but so I did it with that too. Got a couple other things lined up, not 100% sure on. Thinking about building a 350 Legend, like from the ground up. So it's going to be my only expensive rifle that I have, because every last bit of it's going to be either Aero Precision or Faxon.
Yeah,
a couple Dirty Birds in there, and then a Rise Armament trigger. So it's going to be a pretty expensive gun by the time I get done with it. So there's that coming up, and then let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Other than that, everybody watch everybody else's channels around here. They are way more deserving of it than I am.
Oh no.
You
sell yourself too short, man.
Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay armed. Stay 2A strong. Have a fantastic day. Fantastic week. Let's just go for the whole gusto. You keep getting at it.
Well, guys, if you've not seen Bubba's channel, go over there. Check it out and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. Great stuff there. And Bubba, if I can make a suggestion, I mean, it's hard to go without, the good, the bad, the Bubba, So,
yeah.
Maybe you can release the video and then go live right after that or something.
I could do that.
And that way everybody could talk to you too about it and stuff. So, yeah, we definitely want to see both, so.
All right, I'll try that too.
Yeah, you might try something like that because, where are we going to get our YouTube news from for that week if you don't do the good, the bad, the Bubba,
And who's going to sign off with an absolutely horrible voice? I need to get DJ to come on one day and act like Wolfman Jack. Do his best impression of Wolfman Jack from the 70s.
I don't know if I can do that, Bubba, but I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
That's awesome.
That was spot on, DJ.
Green onions hanging all around the station.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man. So anyway, Gary, is that something you're wanting to show there? I can't quite see it.
That's something that Moondog was wanting to share.
Oh yeah, I wasn't able to load this up, but I wanted to share.
I opened it up for him to make it easier for you to put it on the screen. So.
Oh, there.
That is actually a great look of Cloud. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's my son. I helped him put that costume together tonight for the costume for the Halloween party.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Actually really good. The hair's one of the best ones ever, though. I've never seen anybody get that. They usually get that fake like a star foam hair to give it that look. But that one actually looks good. with real hair. That's actually good. I like
Well,
that.
I made use of the Naruto wig that I wore last year. So he's wearing that as a cloud wig this year.
Awesome.
I like it.
That is great, buddy. Yeah, sorry I didn't see that in the private.
Oh no,
chat
I was trying to put that to find that photo that it was online, and then you threw it at me that I was going to be the first one up. Like, oh no, I didn't get a chance to pull that up. But anyway, thanks.
That is great, man. You did a good job on that, man.
Thanks for sharing
awesome.
that, Gary.
You bet.
So yeah,
man.
I'll have more photos. We're doing a family costume, so I'm going to be Barrett, and my wife's going to be Tifa. So
cool.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be great. Oh man. So for me, I put out a video today where I went ghost hunting. So make Halloween safe around here in the Ozark Mountains. So that was a lot of fun. And then I have a video come out tomorrow. Let me show you what to do with your pumpkins. There's Walter got blamed now. All right. Show you what you can do with your pumpkins after Halloween and stuff. You always got to get rid of those pumpkins. So anyway, I did an instructional video over there for that. And then I just got videos coming out left and right. And then don't forget Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be an hour earlier than what this show most usually starts. We're going to be doing a Halloween live here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we're just going to have a great time. And also, I want to make sure, I'm going to play this again. We want to make sure you get over to DM Foss's.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
That's great.
I love it.
Where is metric?
Where's
the metric time zone?
Where is metric?
Oh, see what zone would that be? Is
that
Eastern?
France?
Walter, you got the light show going on too.
Hell yeah.
Man, him and Gary. All right.
I know, Gary, the fireworks are going off in your face.
Hate to rain on your parade, Gary, but
Oh man.
oh gosh, graphic wars
for the party horns. There's G-Webs. Guys, make sure you get over and check out G-Webs too. He's out there in the side chat.
Oh yeah,
and
got good stuff going on.
Oh yeah, and I think I got I had a link here. G-Webs. Just a minute, I got to scroll through here. Where'd it go? But anyway, you can find. Sorry, I don't have the link there. I thought I had it. But yeah, go check out G-Webs. Always great stuff, over there. No doubt about that. And anyway, guys, I just want to thank you all so much for being here. I hope everybody has a good time as I have. And don't forget about the Saturday night mouse party at DM Foss's channel after a bit. Always a great time over there. And please have a fun, safe Halloween. The kiddos, they enjoy dressing up in those costumes and everything, just like a lot of us did. So always be watching out for them, for Halloween night. And, let's try to keep everybody safe and just make your day better when they come knocking on your door. Give them some of that great candy that you enjoy too. So saying that, guys, I just want to say, remember, God, family, and country, and make somebody's day better, will you? If the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll see you all again, Hillbilly Nation. We love you. Everybody say good night.